Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Okay, day 2, What's on Tap podcast Advent calendar box is back. And I'm very excited about today because today we have 2 real strong contenders for day 2.
Yes, we do.
And I'm very excited about both of these beers.
Yes. Especially one of them, though.
I'm excited about both of them because I've been wanting to try this particular line from ToØl since it came out earlier this year.
I actually did not hear about this line at all.
I want to say there's 3 or 4 beers in this series.
Yeah.
And they're all, so this is the, the first beer from ToØl. Let's jump into it since we've already started. It's the IPA Equinox. So it's a series of IPAs with different
Single hop IPAs?
Single hop IPAs based
Nice.
on, yeah.
That's always fun.
All of them have a different look like this, but they have a different
Different EQ.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's where the Equinox comes in.
Yeah, I would think so.
And I'm going to guess the exclamation mark or exclamation point and the A is for IPA.
I would guess so.
Yeah.
Yep. So yes, I've been looking forward to trying this series. This is part 1 of, it's just right here. Part of the exclamation point series, a luscious IPA with notes of green pepper.
Oh.
What's pepper?
Pepper? Not pepper?
Nope. Pebber. Green pepper. You were like, ooh. I'm like, what the hell's pepper? Anyway, papaya and lemon, straight from the valley of Yakima.
Nice.
So it's a Equinox IPA. It comes in at 7%. So we're already up in the ABV on this bad boy.
Yeah.
And you're going to look up what a pepper is.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I've never heard of that before.
Green pepper.
Green pepper.
Oh, it's chilies.
Okay, so it's a type
Green chili?
It's a type of green chili. Light, like a banana pepper almost.
Well, actually, no. It's showing results for green pepper, so it's not at all.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they just used the Danish word for pepper.
I thought that would be paprika, but I guess not.
Well, it might also be pepper, like in peppercorns.
It could be green peppercorns. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, we're gonna we'll see if we can taste.
Okay.
Either.
Well, this is a cloudy beer.
This is a cloudy beer, yeah.
And it's looking really fresh.
No, it's probably the green peppers.
All right.
Not the peppercorns, but peppers.
The green peppers themselves. That makes sense.
It's nice.
With papaya and lemon. So this would be kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And what are you getting off the nose?
Well, I'm gonna say the green peppers or green paprika kind of smell.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting some of the papaya off of it.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting any lemon though. I said lemon, right? Let me double check that. Yep, and lemon. I'm not getting any citrus off of the smell, but
no.
I do like the way it smells. All right, cheers, man.
Cheers. You definitely get papaya in the taste.
Yep. And still no citrus.
It's quite dry.
Yeah, it is. It just is, and it's got that real old, like a traditional IPA bitter.
Yeah. It's got a good bitter backbone.
Yeah, yeah. You don't. It's kind of like almost like a. Is this wrong? Because you haven't had a real bitter.
And you haven't had a. Well, I haven't had a IPA that's been this dry and not juicy. In a long time.
It's almost kind of weird. You're almost like off-putting because you're kind of like, this isn't sweet at all. I don't understand. This is one of the most bitter IPAs I've had in quite a while. Like the aftertaste is like almost like a Gamble Downs kind of dry bitterness to it. It is. I wouldn't say harsh, but it's if you're not used to that kind of flavor, I think it'd be a real turnoff.
You know the I can't think of the English word. Streve.
I can't think of the Swedish word.
Well, yeah. You're useless.
That's not a surprise to anyone.
No, yeah, that's true. I'm gonna look up the
what that translates to.
Look up the translation.
Excellent. But yeah, I mean it's a very traditional, like old school style IPA bitterness that
Translates into rough.
rough. It's
On your tongue, like it's rough on your tongue.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
I see where you're getting at.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Good. Glad we're on the same page on this.
I like the mouthfeel on it. It's
Yep.
nicely carbonated. Mm-hmm. It's got some, like the sweetness of the papaya and a little bit of the green pepper. It's really got a lot of flavor to it. But it just finishes with this bone dry mouthfeel, and then the bitterness just ramps up as the air, goes over your tongue.
Yeah. But this is also, I mean, the day 1 and 2 from ToØl has been already kind of, I want to say that it's giving us a better start than last year.
I think so too. I think
it shows more promise for the rest of the box.
Definitely. I would say, day 1 and day 2 have come out much stronger than last year's calendar.
Yes. It'll be fun to see if we get any of the other single hop IPA series later on.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what we'll see next from them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you go first on the rankings this time.
Cool. I'm probably going to give this a 3.75 as well.
Yeah, I would also give this a 3.75. Yeah. I think solid IPA, and I kind of appreciate the fact that it is so dry and bitter because like IPAs are just so juicy these days, or fruit forward, or
it's always extremely tropical forward and very, very fruit juicy.
Yeah, almost like you've kind of forgotten what IPAs are supposed to taste like.
Yeah,
because they've been so I hate to use the word corrupted, but
they were heavily influenced by the New England craze.
I mean, like the style has just varied so much from like black IPAs to red IPAs to the juicy tropical IPAs that no one does kind of just a straight up
classic IPA anymore. Yeah. No, it's very nice to get some of that back.
I agree. Okay.
Cool.
Excellent. So that's a good start. Next we have
a heavy hitter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
BrewDog. So next up we have the Dog F Imperial Stout. It's a 10th anniversary Imperial Stout, and it clocks in at 10.5% more than the ToØl beer. So it clocks in at 17.5%.
That is a big dog.
Yep. But I gotta say, I'm quite impressed that they would throw this in the advent calendar. I mean, our expectations from last year would not set us up to expect this kind of beer in an advent calendar box, I think. No,
this is one of the benefits of being a shareholder, I guess.
I'm curious to see if if anyone has the regular BrewDog box, if they also got the Dog F, it would be kind of fun to see which beers differed between the two boxes.
It's all Elvis juice and the whatever the lager.
Elvis juice and Jackhammer and what's the Kingpin lager?
Kingpin lager, yeah.
No,
just those 3 beers, just repeated over and over
again, and some punk.
Yes, and of course you have to have punk in there.
Exactly. So, but the Dog F is very special. Before you is our liquid anniversary, marking 10 years of brewing.
How long have they been around?
10 years.
Oh, so this just came out this year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
A decade of dog. To celebrate, we've done what we do best: brew an incredible beer and barrel age it to the edge of existence. Dog F is a 17.5% Imperial Stout, brewed with copious dark malts, pure cacao, and coffee. That bodes very well. Yeah. Balanced on a knife edge of habanero chili. Our hottest dog to date also has layers of resonance from months spent in cognac barrels.
Ooh.
This beer will age with grace or be the center of the party right now. Well, it's definitely going to be the center of the party.
Hells yeah. I can't wait.
It's your call. Well, we already opened it, so it's going to be a party. Thank you for being part of our decade of dog, but we have a long way to go yet.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so...
I'm very excited about this one.
Just the smell.
I actually have one of these in my stout cabinet still, which I've been kind of eyeing for some time now that I want to try it.
The expiration date is 2027. So I don't think I've ever seen a stout with a shelf date of that long. Yeah.
Well, I think didn't the McKellar X Imperial Stouts have quite a long shelf life as well?
Yeah, they did. And then the Black Tuesday also has a
the Black Tuesday definitely
pretty hell of a long shelf life as well. But still, stouts are not known for long shelf lives.
Well, I mean, that depends on what you consider a long shelf life, I guess.
I would say 5+ years.
Yeah,
is a long shelf life for a stout.
Yeah, well, I think. The Stronso heavy imperial stouts have a long shelf life as well.
Those have been really good.
Yeah,
I saw somebody today because the Bourbon County brand stout from Goose Island came out,
and they actually had it in
a week
Amsterdam.
ago.
The Beer Koning in Amsterdam had a big event and where they had Bourbon County brand stout.
Really?
Yeah. There was a huge line outside.
Yeah. My brother was able to get one bottle.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I saw somebody posted on Reddit 11 years worth of that. And I was just like, man, those first few years, I don't know how.
Well, from what I've seen, they haven't held up that great. I think it was 2007 or 2006. 2006 was probably the first vintage, I guess. But
it was 2006 up till present is what they had. Yeah.
I think I can't remember what I saw someone who actually did a vertical as well a couple of months back, and I think they said that I would say it's around 2009. I think that they actually were still good, and the ones before that weren't that great anymore.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. But yeah, the Bourbon County brand stout is a really good stout as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's
dig into this bad boy.
Give this bad boy a whiff.
So I'm definitely getting chocolate.
Tons of coffee and chocolate.
Yeah. Just overwhelmingly. I mean, I just get a huge chocolate nose. And coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not getting cognac, and I'm not getting habanero.
I'm not getting habanero, but I'm getting somewhere like that spirit barrel aging.
Yeah.
But it's hard to pinpoint it to cognac when there's so much coffee and chocolate on it.
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit too cold right now, so I'm gonna have to warm it up a little bit.
I just cupped it myself to hopefully warm it up a little bit.
Yeah. So we'll see if that opens up any more smells and flavors probably.
All right. Well, this is, I guess you would expect, pitch black. It's surprisingly, a decent amount of carbonation on this. And you agitate just a little bit and it froths right up. We're so used to these big imperial stouts having almost no carbonation to them.
Yeah.
That to see one like this heavy and have carbonation is kind of really nice to see. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this.
We can try it when it's a little bit cold, and then we'll see how it warms up a little bit.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, I'm waiting.
That is dense.
Yeah, there's that habanero. It kind of catches in the back of the throat.
Yeah.
Man, that is...
There's so much coffee in the aftertaste as well.
That is just rich coffee.
Yes. I'm definitely going to let my other bottles sit for a while.
I would definitely say you got a few years on that bad boy.
Oh, yeah. I think that's going to... Well, I mean, it's not boozy at this point.
It really isn't as not.
I got to say, this is probably the style that BrewDog does best. Mm-hmm. It's like heavy imperial stouts, barrel aged. For example, have you tried many of like the Paradox series?
Just the one that we did on the show.
The Islay? Was that the one we did on the show?
I don't know.
We tried one at CBC as well, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Paradox series is really good too.
Yeah.
Because I've had the Islay, and I think I've had one more of those as well. But I mean, I think it's always one of the ones that BrewDog does best. Like the Tokyo is
those are really nice.
Yeah, both I think the first one was like 18 point something %.
Wow.
And now it's remade into like 16.3 or something like that.
Okay.
Or maybe a year or 2 years back they remade it to 16 point something %.
Yeah. That's one thing that BrewDog's not afraid to do is get those big ABV beers and just big, huge, bold flavors.
But they do it very nicely as well.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, this came out this year, and it's It's not boozy at all.
No, I mean, it's surprisingly really easy to drink.
It's dangerously easy to drink.
I mean, I would not have guessed 17.5 because you do not get that boozy flavor off it in any way whatsoever.
I would argue that you get it like a tiny bit just as you put it in your mouth. Mm-hmm. You get kind of that alcohol.
Yeah, but
heat.
it doesn't like.
No, exactly. I mean, you get some alcohol heat from it, but that could just as well be the heat from the habanero.
And that habanero is kicking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it's not overpowering any of the other flavors. It complements the other flavors.
It does complement the other flavors, but as you drink more, that habanero is building.
Oh, yeah. Definitely is. But yeah, I gotta say, the barrel aging doesn't come through that much. Mm-mm. I'm gonna put that down to a shit ton of coffee, chocolate, and habanero.
Yeah, I would agree. Try the IPA. The IPA again. Yeah, it sweetens it up. Yeah, quite a bit. It's like, oh wow, it's almost like a different beer.
Yep.
All right, so Dog F. What do you give this?
Well,
you give it an F for freaking fantastic.
It's your turn to rate it now first. So
okay,
you're up.
Man, I think the only knock I have on this is I think the habanero is just a little
bit too much.
A little too much for me.
Yep.
And it's a personal preference. I think by the time you finish this, your mouth is just going to be on fire. Because I've had 2 sips and already my mouth is
starting to feel it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it in the back of my throat, on my tongue, on the roof of my mouth. There's definitely a habanero experience happening here.
The habanero is kind of engulfing your...
But at the same time, I still have this rich coffee and chocolateness, going on. So it's so good. So I'm going to have to give this like a 4.5. And I think in like another, say, 3 to 5 years that...
habanero is probably mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's going to be like the sweet spot. Mm-hmm. Well, then we have something to look forward to.
We do.
Do you have one of these as well?
I do not. I do not. I've wanted one. I've seen it a couple of times, but it's always at that price point where I'm like, oh, do I want to buy that? Or do I want to buy 2 of these other things?
Yeah. Well, I would say if you're looking at buying this or 2 other things, to get this.
Yeah. Next time I would definitely, if I see it again, which I probably won't, I would definitely pick this up.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it's so weird. I don't know how they release these because you see like the A and the C and the D every once in a while.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know if they rebrew them or if it's stock leftover that they put out.
Yeah. It just seems like random letters you find just in weird places on the shelf. Like I've been in different countries and I've seen different versions.
Because you found a bunch of them in, was it Budapest?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And when I was in Poland and Warsaw, we found I think it was some of the dog series, and that's where I found the Paradox Islet as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think maybe it's in maybe if you're looking for vintage BrewDog stouts, like the Eastern European countries is where you want to go.
There you go. It sounds like it.
Yeah. Because it might be. Maybe it's like people don't want to pay that much for 1 bottle of beer.
Maybe because it's only $3.75, $3.55. What is this?
$3.30.
$3.30.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it comes in at a hefty price tag for such a small bottle.
Yeah.
Did I give this a rating? Because I would
4.5.
4.5. All right.
Yeah.
That's what. Okay.
That's what I'm looking at as well.
Yeah.
So. Well, hands down, BrewDog takes day 2.
Yeah.
Which was kind of expected when opening the boxes.
Yeah. I thought the IPA Equinox would give it a run for its money, and it's a really, really good beer. But man, that BrewDog F is just in another class.
As it warms out, as it warms up, it gets actually even more habanero and more chocolate.
Yeah, I know.
Habanero is really kicking in now.
Yeah. Smooth.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
That's,
Day 2 goes to BrewDog.
Day 2 goes to BrewDog, so it's 1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Excellent.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.